Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Hey, Mike 57, Mike 57, come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Lady. 57, Mike 57. It's been a long day for you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
On 1st and 10, Darnold rolling to his right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Cut. Check the lady. The lady. Check 99. Check 99. Kill.
Darnold from the gun. Steps away to his left. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got you. Hey, Alpha. I'm going to run you over. Joker. Here we go.
Throwing again is Darnold. Flushed out right. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mike, say it, Eddie. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Tackle made there by Nick Perry. From just shy of midfield, Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago! John Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Great. Long light. Hey, 43. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Yellow. All day, defense, all day. 43.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Yellow. Let's go, Ravi. 15.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Mahomes now on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Evan Ingram, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The pass to Brown as he holds it in. 14 yards into Chicago, first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
First down, a run with Cohen. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Ready? Bang, 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 bang. Switch right side.
Darnold now to throw. Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Kill. Ready? SOS.
Back to throw, Darnold. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
That's got to be a long. Bravo. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trent Murphy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Yellow.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let's blow. Jim, ripple in. Yellow. Delta.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
First down, New Orleans.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Three ball. Easy.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Here we go with Geis. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Darius Geis denied. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3.
To throw is Darnold. He'll buy some time right. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
3 down. The lady.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target, John Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Keep going.
Here's Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mike 57. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Red 80. 57, young lady.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Come on, fellas.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
50 seconds.
Brings up second and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Motion. Say. Show it.
On second and 9, Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Good job.
Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Third and long, it's Darnold. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they got the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's letting it fly, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Line 6. I'm coming. Lady. Hey, wahoo. Check. Shit.
After the interception, here's Darnold, eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This is taken at the 3. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm scared. 15. Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
I don't need to. I'll go Louie. You ain't doing nothing today.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yellow. Argolani. Choose the mic. Hey, rip list. Check. Charlie. 15.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike. Attack. 54. Here we go. And 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball.
Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Let him know.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Stay with your man. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Here we go. Man, 80. Check 13. Banjo. Here we go. Like that.
Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trent Murphy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
61, matchbox lights. Red 80. Red 80. Go, go.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Check 43, 25, check 25.
Here we go on fourth down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look at each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Darnold completes it. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A first down throw, Darnold. He's going to go for a big play down. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. And they got the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, and that's complete to Cooks. Brandon Cooks, the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 83 yards, and the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Prater for the extra point, and that will get them one closer. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Being chased out left. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. I'm coming.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Dancing to his left. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike's 54. Mike's 56.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go. Mike 6. Mike 6. And 80. Here we go.
Darnold now to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. Darnold now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Joker, lady. Fresno. Check 50. Watch the safety creep. Lady.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
I got it. Hey, Charlie. Young lady. Hey, check Mike 6. Strip the ball.
To the air again, Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 24.
Saints 41.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Yellow. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Slam. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Yellow. There's a line, right? Yellow, yellow. Watch that. Blue dot Corker. Blue dot Corker.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Like 52. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna do, fellas? Let's go.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Dorsett making the catch. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to do. Someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and
smile.
shake hands. Yes.